Money doesn't faze me. I've been on the run for myself, I ain't playing. I feel like I'm in the Matrix. Started out with nothing, now they acting like I made it. I ain't Forrest Gump, but I've been.
Hey yo, what is up guys? It's your boy JpBeast back at it again with another fresh tutorial. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to make this sick little tracking slash comic book effect. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, you're just gonna want to import your clips. Alright, so now that I got the clip aligned up with the song, if you listen to my song for a second,
I feel like I'm in the Matrix.
at these two spaces right here, I want to like the color of the screen to change. So bam, bam, and then my shotgun shoots right here. And what I'm gonna add is my velocity now. So I'm gonna see where I pull out my shotgun first. So like pull it out like right about here. Yeah, like right here. I'm gonna clip it there. I'm gonna go forward until I see where I'm right about to shoot. So if I shoot right there, I'm gonna keep on going back, and I'm gonna go forward until I see the damage and the gamer tag of the person that I killed. Clip it there, and then clip it a little bit after for the slow-mo. So right there. Now I'm gonna highlight all these, detach audio real quick, make this slow to 0.5, make these both either 3 or 2. I'm gonna see how 2 looks, and if it's too slow for me, I can make it to 3. I'm gonna align the clip back up with the song. Okay, so now that I got my velocity, that's how it's looking right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the black bars that come in before. So I'm gonna clip it right here. I'm gonna hit this cropping tool right here. I'll go to pan and zoom. I'm gonna make this all the way up, like so. So all my frames are fitted. I'm gonna change this to custom, and I wanna make it so my end is the smaller one. So I'm gonna change this to 1920. And you can just drag it to the left and it will change it to 1920. Okay, then I'm going to go in my effects and switch out to cinema. Add that over the top, right there. And now if you take a look, it looks pretty good. Okay, so if you want it a little smaller, you can change this thing to -0.33, and you can change the pan and zoom to 1920 by 881. Okay, and then now that I got the pan and zoom in, I'm gonna pan and zoom out right here. So I'm gonna clip it like I did before. Hit the cropping tool on this. Go to pan and zoom. Switch it up so it starts before. I'm gonna make this custom 881. Drag it onto the middle, like so. And now it zooms out. Okay, now I'm gonna add where it like zooms in and like tilts to the right. You'll get what I mean when I do it. I'm gonna add a default keyframe right here at the beginning of the slow-mo. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna make it 120 and scale it to like -5, or you could do -7. It's how much rotation you want. And oh, I didn't add a default keyframe right here. Alright, so it's gonna be looking like this. And if you think it's too slow, you can change this back a little. And then you can also add the keyframes right here as well. So 120 right here, and then -7, and right here as well, -7, 120. Double click this one as well, and we'll make it fade out right here. 120, -7, and then right here you can just hit the reset button and you'll get it back. So we got this now. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to render this, and the only reason we want to do that is because we want to motion track like the player's head like right there. Like you can see his head, it's moving, it's not standing still, so we can't just like put it there. So we're gonna motion track that, and you can't motion track when you have custom keyframing. Alright, so now that I imported my clip that I just rendered, I'm gonna delete all the video effects and the clip. Add this like so, and then mute this.
I feel like I'm in a matrix. Started out with nothing.
Okay, yeah. And you just want to make sure that everything lines up with the song. And now we can add our other effects. Okay, so now if you go into the description below, I'll have a Google Drive link of this overlay right here. It's basically the tracking overlay, but you see you have this, you don't really want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to add it onto your time frame. Right, and then it doesn't really matter what it looks like right now, but we're going to look for an effect called crop. And we're basically just going to crop it so we don't see that thing right there. So from the left, we're going to go that much. From the right, we're going to go right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can just clip the top and the bottom if you wish. You don't have to. I'm just going to do it so it looks like a square. And then you want to set the compositing to screen. Okay, so now that I clipped where I want it to go, I'm gonna just slide it back a little so I don't have that little animation where it zooms in. Okay, and that's basically what I want. And then I'm gonna clip it at the kill because I don't want it for too long. So I'm gonna clip it like a little bit right after the kill, and I'll right there. And now I'm gonna motion track it. So to motion track it, all you want to do is hit this. Double click your clip itself, not the overlay. Scroll down, it says motion tracking, and then you want to first find the frame of what you want to motion track. So we can't really see it here, so I'm gonna go to this frame, and we can see it perfectly. Oh, you can just hide that like that, and then you see it perfectly. It's just that little head. You need to make it as small as you can so it knows what to motion track. And then you can hit start tracking, and it'll track it. And I'm also gonna put it in. I'm also gonna try to put it in right here as well. So I'm just gonna keep it right there. And then you can hit what you're gonna motion track, and you're gonna hit God overlay or whatever you name the file. But it is being tracked. But the only thing you have to do is just change the scale. So like where you want it. I kind of want it like that big. I'm just gonna set it to where I want it, like where I want it to be motion tracked. Alright, now that looks perfect. Alright, to make it more visible, I'm gonna add an effect glow, like so. I'm gonna double click this, go into color, go into tone, turn up the contrast, turn up the saturation and the brightness, so it's just more visible. Okay, so now I'm gonna add where the colors want to change. So first, the effect is called comic book, right there, and I'm gonna make it look like so it's a little bigger and the circles look kind of nice. So I'm gonna drag it onto here. First, I'm gonna clip it where I kill him because I don't want it to be where I kill him. So right there, I'm gonna clip it, drag it in right for right there, and then I want to make it so the size of like the things itself, the dots are like 15-ish. It depends how big you want them. I think 14 looks nice. The speed is 100, alpha is 50. And if you don't like it, like it's like on top of the cinematic like bars right there, you can put this in before you render it, and then you can also add a fade. A dissolve. So the effect dissolves in. Okay, so now I'm gonna look where the beat like hits, right there, and right there. And now I'm gonna add my overlays. So you can do like a chroma key of the blue, but it doesn't really show up that well. So what I'd like to do is I go to my sample colors, I go to red because it's like really bright, and then I put it in for everything, and I split it accordingly to where the beat drops. So right there and right there. I'm gonna make these all you can pick. You can, if you like the way overlay looks, you can turn it down a bit. So I'm gonna do that. You can do soft light. You could do vivid light. Oh no, you can't do vivid light. You could do screen. Screen's really bright if you like the way that looks. But I think I'm gonna stick with overlay. I'm gonna keep the opacity at like 50 probably because it's really bright. And then I'm gonna do the same for these two. Okay, and now you can also drag the overlay up top so it's not like being turned into red if you like that. And then I'm gonna drag these two down. And now I'm gonna change the colors of like the overlays. So right here, I'm gonna double click this and add a hue shift to it. And add a hue shift to that and that. And now you can basically just change the color. So I think for this, I'm gonna change it to 50 because I want it red. And this, I'll change it to like, yeah, like a bluish purple. And right here, I'll go for like I'll do like an orange. Okay, so now you can see like the color does change, but if the impact isn't that hard, so what you can do is you can go into your effects and look for up and down too. And basically, I'm gonna clip it to like about this much. I'm going to double click it, RGB separate off, position X off, change this to about like 35. I'm just gonna keep that at 400. And then I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna paste it where the beat drops. Oh, that's not what I needed to copy. Copy it right there. And then basically I'm gonna add another one also right here to where the actual one hits. Okay, and then we got this effect right here.
I feel like I'm in a matrix, started out with nothing that it.
Okay, so that looks pretty nice, and now we can add other effects like at the end. So like right here, we can add a build up. Like right here, we can add a little bit of shake for a build up. I don't think that will look clean for this specific clip because there's a lot going on. So I'm probably gonna add a purple glow to it if you like that. So the way that you do that is you go to gradient 1, and I'm just gonna make it up here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, gradient 1. I'm gonna add a white as well. Okay, so basically for the glow, what you want to do is you're gonna put the white as soft light and about 25%, and then the pink or the purple as an overlay and 50%, and then you're gonna want to add a transition, a dissolve from the end, and you can drag it almost all the way so then it fades out like so. Okay, so now we're gonna add basically the finishing touches like our swooshes. So I'm gonna find my main swoosh and I'm gonna add it in right here and turn it up just a little. Also gonna add in a sword, the sword slash effect when I go into this little mode, but I'm gonna turn it down.
In a matrix,
Turn it down like that much.
in a matrix, started out with nothing.
Okay, so that was pretty much it for the tutorial. So if you guys like this tutorial, please smash the like button and comment down below what other tutorials you guys want to see, and I'll catch you in another one. Peace.